guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I have another video for you where I will be sharing with you my favorite drugstore foundation. If you hear anything in the background, it's our neighbors. They're probably doing some yard work and you could probably hear them. I really apologize for that. I would try to cut it out through this video through music or something. But let's get started with my favorite foundations. For the summertime, I like using something which is super light and not something which is going to make me oily. Now, a lot of people who have been watching my videos are aware that I have really dry skin, but during the summertime I don't know what it is. Like sometimes these overly moisturizing foundations, they make you go oily especially when you're out in the sun. So I was looking for something which wasn't gonna do that, and then I ended up finding this one product, and this is by the brand CoverGirl, and it's the Ready Set Gorgeous line. I absolutely love this. I use it mainly during the summertime. I just recently started using it. I'm not quite sure if I would be using this all year long, but I think for the summertime it does a pretty good job preventing the oiliness in the T-zone area, but then also not clinging to my dry patches. So I guess in the summertime I'm kind of a combination, I guess you could say. So I like it for that reason. So I would highly recommend it if you do have dry skin and you suffer from oiliness during the summertime. This is something that you should go purchase, and I got this on sale for about $3. Normally I believe it's a little bit more than that, but Walgreens was having a sale, and they're always having sale with their makeup, especially if you have a card with Walgreens. Like, you're able to gain access to those sales. So yeah, I would highly recommend this, and I'm in the shade 220 Soft Honey if you guys are interested in knowing my shade. The next couple that I have are very fall and winter time friendly, especially if you are someone who lives in the colder climate. I live in the Midwest. I've been living in the Midwest for the past 3.5 years now, or almost 4, and I have really dry skin. I've always had dry skin, and even in India, like, I had dry skin, whether it was even though the winter in India is not really, you know, as cold as winter in the Midwest, you know. So I have always had dry skin, and it was always very difficult for me to find the perfect illuminating foundation. But now as I've learned more about makeup and I've done my research and, you know, gone to the store, tested it for myself, I can tell you guys what works for me, or will work for anyone who has dry skin. So the recommendation that I have here is from Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup. I absolutely love this one, you guys. It also has SPF 20, and I'm in the shade Fresh Beige. If you're someone who has clear skin, I don't want to brag or anything. I actually do have pretty clear skin. I don't really suffer from acne very much, and this is just one layer of foundation on my skin, and I'm actually wearing this one, but I'm just letting you guys know, you know, this is actually just one layer. I don't always have to do a double coat or anything, just because I don't really need a heavy coverage. If you're one of those people, yes, this is something which is light coverage, so you should go for it. And if you have dry skin, I would highly recommend it. I think a lot of people who have dry skin don't have as much issues with acne, and if you have issues with acne, then I probably wouldn't recommend it, because it's not gonna give you the coverage, and it might actually not be good for you either. Maybe, I don't know very many people with dry skin who have acne. I think acne is more of an oil breakout problem. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this if you're looking for a light coverage. Moving on to heavy coverage, even though I just said I have pretty decent skin in terms of clearness, I do sometimes want full coverage, and This one in particular is by L'Oreal, and it's the True Match Lumi Healthy Foundation. I use this more towards the winter time, just because it gives you a really dewy, nice, glowy look, and I love that look during the winter time, especially like I said, Midwest gets super duper cold, and yeah, and my skin really cracks, like really cracks bad, you guys. Like, when I say bad, I mean really bad. And yeah, I really like it for that time. Another foundation which is similar to this, if you're interested, I will actually put the picture while I'm doing this video, is the Maybelline Dewy foundation, which I've actually done a whole video on, and I have recommended it to some of my subscribers, and yeah, I absolutely love this one. It does a similar job, but I like them both. I can't really pick a favorite, and I'm in the shade W6 Warm Sun Beige. So yeah, definitely have a lot of shade range. It is available in Target, Walmart, anywhere you go. And there's another one by L'Oreal actually, and I'm gonna put pictures of these that I'm mentioning, and I don't actually have it here with me. That is another favorite of mine. It is not as good as this one, but it is still decent enough, and it's just the L'Oreal True Match line, I think, and it comes in that tiny bottle, and they also have a lot of shades. So one thing which I really appreciate about L'Oreal and Maybelline is that their shade collection is huge. So for someone who is, you know, darker, or like super pale, or you know, like someone brown like me, like, you are going to find your shade in these lines. So I would highly recommend checking out Maybelline and the L'Oreal ones that I mentioned. And like I said, I would put pictures, and I'll also put links down below for the L'Oreal, for all of the foundations actually that I'm mentioning. The least favorite of mine for this year was actually the Revlon Stay Normal to Dry Skin in the shade 330 Natural Tan. Now, I did mention in one of my previous videos that I was actually liking this one, but I don't know what it was. Maybe it is the formula or something. It started drying out on me. It didn't do this when I first started using this, but then as long as like winter came by, it wasn't really doing what I wanted it to do. It was patching, it was clinging on to my patches, and I absolutely hate that look. So yeah, that's why I didn't really like this one. So these were the foundations that I have been using, you guys, like the past couple of months, and these were my recommendations. Let me know if you have any questions about any of these. Yeah, just one non-favorite, and the rest are, I like them all, you know, and I mentioned you guys to when I want to use them and things like that. So I think that should be pretty explanatory. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I am gonna put the list down in the description box. So yeah, please feel free to check that out as well. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.